Hello everyone, my name is Doodle and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to go over some of the advantages and disadvantages of time travel in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Time travel has always been a part of the series, even in the first game due to the fact that the GameCube was not connected to the internet, thus making it so the player had to set the time. In order to avoid time travel, an NPC named Mr. Rossetti would come and yell at you if you did. Mr. Rossetti made an appearance in this way in all the Animal Crossing titles up until New Horizons. But does that mean there are no consequences for time travel? It really doesn't. It just means they are more indirect, and you do not have to go through a groundhog yelling his head off at you every time you do it. One of the major reasons players will time travel are for turnip prices, but you have to be very careful because if you go past Sunday or go back any number of time, even if it's only a few minutes, your turnips will rot and spoil, making you lose all that money. If you are time traveling for turnips, I would recommend finding the date with the highest price, then go to someone else's island that is set to Sunday, and then buy your turnips to avoid the spoiling. Another way you could do this is store them on your friend's island until you find the date and then go and sell them. If you have multiple people on your island, like your sibling who plays the game, if you time travel, their turnips may spoil as well. If you go backwards or past Sunday, they will spoil. So you have to be very careful with this, or you might have a very mad sibling on your hands. One of the main advantages of time travel is that you can go back and redo a holiday if you missed it due to not playing or not having owned the game yet. Since Nintendo has time locked all future events to go back to an event that has already occurred, you need to go back in time and not forward to play the event. One of the major disadvantages of going backwards in time is that there are a lot of weeds. Weeds normally spawn anyways, but the game is programmed to spawn more if you go backwards in time. Even if you go forward, there are some, but not too bad, and it will not fill your pockets with weeds as if you had gone backwards. A huge advantage of time traveling is that if you pay off a bridge or move a house, you can time travel to the next day and it will be finished for you, and you can continue to build without too much interruption. Nice thing is that if you only time travel 1 or 2 days, the negative effects are not as bad, so you can hopefully avoid the things like your turnip spoiling, and there are a few less weeds to deal with afterwards. A disadvantage that is not too bad, but more of an annoyance than anything, is that roaches spawn in your house. This happens even if you do not play the game for a few weeks, so this isn't too bad, but if you do not like running through your house and killing bugs with your feet, don't time travel too far in one jump. Another advantage of time travel is that you can get certain items when you want them and not have to wait weeks for them. Both Red and Sahara have some pretty sought after items that can take a long time to get. So with time travel, you can farm up these items. With Sahara, you can just keep visiting her on different days to find out what flooring, rugs, or wallpaper you want. And with Red, you can buy from him, then time travel to the next day to retrieve the art from your mail, then time travel back to that day that he was there on your island, so the previous day, and repeat this process. The items with Red change every time you time travel, so you could potentially get every art piece and statue from 2 days. But that could take you a long time as items do repeat and he does not always have real art with him, which is super annoying. One of the disadvantages that some people see with time travel is that you can lose the leisurely style of the game and it can make it not last as long. If you are grinding everything at once, the game does lose some longevity. Personally, I have not really had this happen, but I can definitely see why people think this or have had this happen to them. One of the disadvantages that some people see with time travel is that you can lose the leisurely style of the game and it can make it not last as long. If you are grinding everything at once, the game does lose some longevity. Personally, I have not really had this happen, but I can definitely see why people think this or have had this happen to them. One of the more popular advantages of time travel is getting to go to your favorite seasons, especially if you're tired of a certain season or it ruins your island's aesthetic. People will do this to capture bugs and fish early or to go back and get the ones that they missed. Another disadvantage that isn't too horrible is that your villagers will guilt trip you for not talking to them, which can really suck sometimes, but isn't too bad for your game, just on how you feel. So those are all the major advantages and disadvantages of time traveling in Animal Crossing New Horizons. There's honestly no right or wrong way to play the game. It's totally up to you whether you decide to time travel or not. If you guys like this video, please leave a like as it really helps out, and for more Animal Crossing content like this, as well as island tours, tips, and tricks, check out the rest of my channel. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye!